Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, December the 1st. We've made it to a new month. All right, Lakeview, December the 1st. This is Lakeview Liftoff Live. It's a beautiful day for December. Chilly, but it's going to be nice later on for recess and after school. Let's get to it. Let's bring in Mrs. Frame. Good morning, Mrs. Frame.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Great, thank you. Excited
Good.
it's December.
Me too. That means Christmas and winter break are coming, and we've made good progress through our school year. So, yeah, it's always a good sign. All right. Morning announcements. I did make a mistake the other morning. I said the yearbooks are $20. They're actually $25. That was my mistake. But we do have yearbooks on sale now through the end of February. And just remember, we don't sell those at the end of the year. So if you think you're going to want one and they're going to be awesome this year, they're going to be even higher quality than before. We got a new kind of yearbook coming. I'm really excited about them. And our yearbook team is working really hard on that. And so $25 for those yearbooks this year. Just want everyone to be aware those are for sale. ISIP is this week, today and tomorrow. And I just want to remind everybody that is really important for us. I know you all do a lot of little quick tests and some not so quick tests, and you do a lot of tests and assessments on your computers. Please know these are very important measures to help your teacher get you what you need to help you level up as a learner. So even though you might be tired or might go, oh, I got to do this again, whatever, when you get on there for the ISIP, give it your best, because we want to see exactly how you're doing, and that helps us get you the exact help you need and not give you things that you don't need as a student. So please take that seriously and give that your very best effort this week. And I cannot wait to see the growth we've had since August in reading when you do your ISIP this week. So good luck, everybody, on that. And Mrs. Frame, you wanted to talk about the Miller Money Extra Recess.
That's right. We have these scheduled for the last week of school before break. Remember, it is 75 Miller bucks, and you will get to go with the other pod that's in your grade. So if you have friends from previous grades that are in the other pod that's in your grade level, so like pod 5, if you have friends in pod 7, then you guys will get to see each other if your friend purchases the extra recess, but they have to purchase it first. So it'll be a grade level wide extra recess. You'll get out of class for a whole recess time, which is awesome. And you'll get a snack out there as well. So whenever your teacher asks, not everyone raise their hand right now, but whenever your teacher asks, is anyone wanting to purchase the extra recess, and you have your $75 to purchase it, go ahead and do that. We're so excited.
And if you want to save your money or don't have the money, that's okay. You could stay in class. It's just a chance to get out of class and do something fun that last week. So thank you, Mrs. Frame, for you and your team putting that together. All right, next. Oh, you know what that means, Mrs. Frame. It's time for the Miller 5 shout out. Let's find out who among us is the Miller 5 shout today. Today's Miller 5 shout out goes to Mr. Harrison Pointer. Harrison, I'm looking at you. I've got word that Harrison's being awesome in STEM. Mrs. Luffelholt says he's been key in helping 6th and 7th hour STEM classes submit their 3D printing projects. He voluntarily went around, helped many students in his own 6th hour, and then last Friday came to help 7th hour as well. Mrs. Luffelholt says he's a great example of being relational and helping fellow students figure things out, things that even Mrs. Luffelholt herself was unable to do. And she said he is simply the best for helping both her and his classmates. So super relational, super responsible. And Harrison, that's why you are today's Miller 5 shout out. Way to go. All right. Let's bring in Miss Conklin now for a little bit of, not yet, skipped ahead there one, for a little bit of Pixelated Pieces. Good morning, Miss Conklin.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm really excited about the holiday of the day.
Oh, really?
It's going to light up your day.
Is it like National Christmas Light Day or something? Like
it is. It is.
I guessed it. Oh, wow. You gave me a good clue.
Right. Well, I hope that all of you enjoy the Christmas lights around town, or you might have some at your house. You might just watch TV shows about them. There's lots of different things going on with lights at this time of year. So It's pretty
So what's
fancy.
the actual name? What is the actual name of the holiday? I didn't mean to steal the thunder. Is it like,
It's National Christmas Lights Day.
okay. So if those of us who cheated and put up our lights like a month ago, I'm not going to name any names. We
Or
should have
left them
waited.
up all year.
Well, they can still be considered Christmas light day. Mrs. Mann has on a nice Christmas light shirt celebrating today.
That's perfect. I love it. I always joke, Mrs. Frame, you're talking about people leaving their lights up all year. I always joke on June 25th, which is 6 months from Christmas. I always joke that on that day, now you switch from your lights being up late to now you're up early. Because
right.
once you get closer to the next Christmas, now your lights are up early. Because some people do leave them up all year long.
You do.
So,
I've seen that.
That's okay.
yep. They may not plug them in and turn them on, but you see them on their house. So, hey, save some work. Miss Conklin, what have we got today for Pixelated Pieces?
Well, we're going to start talking about mindfulness because it's December and we have been spending time with family. Some of us have already for the holidays this year. We need to start thinking about being mindful. We might be in situations where we're around new people or we're around our family longer than we normally would be. And so sometimes we need to have some tools in our tool belt to be able to deal with whatever's going on around us. So, what does it mean to be mindful? Mindfulness is paying attention to what is happening right now. So, it means what are you feeling? What are you hearing? Or anything else you notice that's going on around you. So, if you are in let's say, a family gathering and you're feeling overwhelmed because there's a lot of people and maybe they're being loud. Some families are loud and there's a lot going on. Maybe people are playing games and things like that. Mindfulness begins with you being able to say, okay, I'm feeling overwhelmed in this situation right now because I'm hearing lots of things or there's a lot going on around me. So, what do we do with that information? Whenever we start to be able to have a mindfulness, we act on it. So let's look at when we do some mindfulness activities, which I'll show you last. This is what it does. It helps us train our brains to be able to be in the moment. It helps us train our brains to focus on you and your feeling. Give yourself the attention that you need. Your body's telling you, okay, I'm feeling overwhelmed. It helps you have self-control. If you are, maybe you're experiencing this at school in the classroom. So it could maybe help you have classroom participation because you're going to be focusing on what's happening right now and what's going on around you. It can help you be compassionate toward others. So if you see someone else, maybe it's not you that's being overwhelmed, maybe it's someone else. You can notice that they are feeling overwhelmed and maybe you can help them in whatever way that maybe they just need someone to help tell them it's going to be okay or provide them some assistance with something. All right, so if we train our brains to be mindful, it can improve our academic performance. It can give us the ability to resolve our conflicts. Why does it do that? Because we are able to have self-control. So if we're upset about a situation, we can keep ourselves under control and we can work out the conflict that we have with the other person. It gives you a sense of overall well-being. I know I've talked to many of you that have been experiencing conflict, and when you can work it out together, that makes you feel really good. It makes you feel like you've accomplished something and you haven't lost your friend. All right, so the last thing we want to look at is it can decrease your levels of stress, because if you're feeling overwhelmed in a situation, and you're able to start being mindful about it and do some mindfulness steps, it's going to be able to knock down that stress level. You're not going to feel so overwhelmed because you're thinking about what I need to do to help myself. It can help with depression, anxiety. Lots of us have anxiety about different situations. And if you're in self-control, you're not going to have those disruptive behaviors. So now that we've learned all about mindfulness and how to train our brain to be mindful, let's look at an example of an activity. So let's go back to you're feeling overwhelmed with in a family gathering. So some of the things that you can do to help yourself are to do some deep breathing. We know that deep breathing does amazing things for your body. It gives your brain a lot more oxygen. It relaxes your arms and your legs. It brings your anxiety level down to a manageable level. So let's think about how would we do our deep breathing? Well, we can pretend that we're holding a cup of hot chocolate, taking a slow, deep breath through your nose and smell the aromas of chocolate, marshmallows, and peppermint. So we're going to take a deep breath in. We smell the hot chocolate and all those different things, and then we're going to blow it out and cool it off so that we can drink it. Of course, we don't really have a cup of hot chocolate. We're just imagining it so that we can bring our brain and our body to a calm place. If you don't like hot chocolate, you can imagine that you're smelling a sugar cookie. Or you can take your finger and trace a present. Maybe there's a present somewhere that you want, or there's one under a tree. You can act like you're tracing the outside of it. The thing is to get you to stop, look at what's going on around you, and do some deep breathing if you need to. Mindfulness. It can do lots of great things for you.
Awesome. That's a great reminder. And that's a great example. I think, I mean, because you painted a picture, especially when you literally put a picture on screen, but when you imagine holding a cup of warm hot chocolate or any beverage that you like, something that you really enjoy that relaxes you, that's a great place to take your mind. Some people think of a place they'd like to be. You did a great job of thinking of something you enjoy to taste and eat, consume, and things that we enjoy can help us calm down and be intentional and mindful. So I love that.
Absolutely.
Great example.
Or you can think of the Christmas lights.
Absolutely. I mean, seriously, you might imagine, it didn't even have to be a real thing. You could imagine like, ooh, I'm going to imagine I'm sitting by this lake that is surrounded by thousands and thousands of trees, all covered in Christmas lights. And maybe that's a thought that helps you calm down. Absolutely. It can be something made up. So, well, thank you, Miss Conklin. That's a great reminder to all of us today. All right. How about a corny joke?
I'm ready for it.
All right, here we go. Let me get it on screen here. Gotta switch gears back to Liftoff. There it is. All right, got to get the hat on. Corny joke for December 1st, the first one of December. Here it is. This is for our math teachers. Do you know, ladies, not all math jokes are terrible? They aren't. Only some.
I wasn't putting that together, but that's pretty cute.
Maybe that one. There you go, math teachers. That's for you. Hats off to Lakeview's awesome math teachers on that joke. All right, Miss Conklin, have a great day. We'll see you later.
Bye.
All right, Mrs. Frame, let's get to our pledges.
All right. Students, quietly stand up. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all people. You may be seated for your moment of silence. During this time, you may reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in other silent activity.
All right, let's launch this day. We are
Lakeview.
We are not
Average.
We will strive
For the Miller 5.
And whatever it takes, we will
Grow.
Oh yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Liftoff.
Have a great first day of December, everybody.